Hello friends, welcome to my channel Learning Electronics. In this video, we are going to study determination of marginal value of K and determination of frequency of sustained oscillation, and we are also going to solve one problem related to it. So before starting the video, please subscribe my channel and also press the bell icon so that you can get more updated videos from here. First one is determination of marginal value of K. I have already explained the marginal stability of the control system in the previous classes. So if you want to see that video, I will provide the link in the description box below, or you can go to the channel playlist. I have already taught you that marginal stability comes in between instability and stability of the system. Therefore, marginal value of K is the value of K for which the system becomes marginally stable. So for marginally stable system, there must be a row of zeros in the Routh's array. So the value of K which makes any row of Routh array as a row of zeros is called as marginal value of K. And we can see in the Routh array that K is equal to 0 also makes the row of s to the power 0 as row of zeros. But K is equal to 0 cannot be considered as marginally stable value of K, because K is equal to 0 makes the constant term of characteristic equation as 0 and vanishes the coefficient of s to the power 0, which makes the system unstable. To find out the marginal value of K, we cannot consider K is equal to 0 as the marginal value of K. So the marginal value of K is the value of K which makes any row of Routh's array other than s to the power 0 as row of zeros. Second one is determination of frequency of sustained oscillations. So to determine the frequency of sustained oscillation, first we have to solve the auxiliary equation As is equal to 0. This auxiliary equation we find out from the Routh's array, and auxiliary equation As is equal to 0 solved for K is equal to K marginal. That means we have to find out the marginal value of K, then we will put this value of K in this auxiliary equation and then we solve this equation. Second is the magnitude of the imaginary roots of auxiliary equation As is equal to 0 is the frequency of oscillations or frequency of sustained oscillations. I have already taught you that the roots of characteristic equation is represented by sigma plus minus j omega n. So here imaginary part is omega n. So omega n is called as frequency of sustained oscillations or frequency of oscillations. So when we compare the final result of roots from this equation, we can find out the frequency of sustained oscillation. Now to understand this method, let us solve one problem. Question is, for the unity feedback control system, Gs is equal to K divided by S into 1 plus 0.4S into 1 plus 0.25S. Find the range of values of K, marginal value of K and frequency of oscillations. So we have to find out three things here. First we have to find out the range of values of K, then marginal value of K, and last is frequency of oscillations. So to find out these values, we have to find out the characteristic equation. We know that the characteristic equation is given by 1 plus g of s into h of s is equal to 0. And it is given in the question that it is a unity feedback control system. That means the feedback part transfer function Hs will be equal to 1. So when we put Hs is equal to 1 in this equation, we will get characteristic equation 1 plus g of s is equal to 0. Now we will put g of s value from here. So we will get 1 plus k whole divided by s into 1 plus 0.4s into 1 plus 0.25s is equal to 0. So when we take the LCM, we will get s into 1 plus 0.4s into 1 plus 0.25s plus k is equal to 0. After solving this equation, we will get 0.1 s cube plus 0.65 s square plus s plus k is equal to 0. So this is our required characteristic equation. Now using this characteristic equation, we will construct the Routh array. So this is the characteristic equation. We have to write first the highest power of s. Here it is s cube in this characteristic equation. Then we have to write s square, then s to the power 1 will come, and last is s to the power 0. So in s to the power 3 row we have to write all the even coefficient, and in s to the power 2 we have to write all the odd coefficients. Now let us find out the coefficients from this characteristic equation starting from a0. This is a0, this is a1, this is a2, and this is a3. Okay, so in this row we will write all the even coefficient, that is a0 and a2. a0 is 0.1 and a2 is 1 here. Then in s to the power 2 row we have to write odd coefficient, that is 0.65 and k. So after writing both these rows, we will find out the s to the power 1 row using this s to the power 3 and s to the power 2 row. So first term will be equal to 0.65 minus 0.1k divided by 0.65, and next term will be equal to 0 here. Now we will find out first term in the s to the power 0 row, it will be equal to k. When we find out here, we will get k only. Now we have constructed the Routh array. So first we have to find out the range of values of k. We know that to determine the stability of the system, we have to check the first column of this Routh array, and we have to check the sign changes in this first column. So to make the system stable, it is necessary that there should not be any sign change in the first column. So here, since two terms are already positive in the first column, the other two terms should also be positive to make the system stable. Okay. So to find out the value of k, first we will take this k is greater than 0 because it should be positive to make the system stable. Let this be equation number 1, and we should also make this value is greater than 0, that means 0.65 minus 0.1 k divided by 0.65 should be greater than 0. From this equation we will get 0.65 minus 0.1 k greater than 0. So from here we will get 6.5 greater than k. Let this be equation number 2. Now from equation number 1 and 2, we can see that the range of values of k will start from 0 smaller than k, then k will be smaller than 6.5. So this is the answer of the range of values of k. Now we have to find out the marginal value of k. So as I have explained you, to find out the marginal value of k, there must be a row of zeros in the Routh array, but we cannot make this s to the power 0 row as row of zeros. So we will make this row of s to the power 1 as row of 0. So to make this row of s to the power 1 row of 0, we have to keep this value equal to 0. Okay, then only the system will be marginally stable system. So to find out the marginal value of k, we have to keep 0.65 minus 0.1 k divided by 0.65 is equal to 0. We will get k is equal to 6.5. So this is our marginal value of k, which is equal to 6.5. Now we have to find out the frequency of oscillations, and we know that frequency of oscillation is always found out from the row above this row of zeros, because we have already made this row as row of zeros for making the system marginally stable. Okay, so we will take a row above this row of zeros for finding out the frequency of sustained oscillations. So from this row we will get auxiliary equation As is equal to 0.65 s square plus k is equal to 0. This k is marginal value of k. So we will put marginal value of k here. So we will get 0.65 s square plus 6.5 is equal to 0. So from this equation we will get s square is equal to minus 10. So when we solve this we will get two roots, s is equal to plus minus j 3.612. Now we have to compare this equation with the standard equation of roots of characteristic equation. Let this be equation number 1, and the standard equation for the roots of characteristic equation is sigma plus minus j omega n. This be equation number 2. When we compare both this equation, we can see that the frequency of oscillations omega n will be equal to 3.612 radian per second. Okay. So hope you have understood the topic. Thank you very much for watching, and please do subscribe my channel for more updates.